Yo, what's up everybody? I'm Akeem Lawanton, and in today's Fix of Entertainment news, we've got more details on Lady Gaga's role in Joker 2, plus a look at her character in the upcoming Joker sequel. The Daredevil Disney Plus series might already have a second season planned, and we'll break it down for you. James Gunn teases the runtime of Guardians 3, plus a few other stories you might like in today's Fix. Let's drop it. All right, we've got a new glimpse at Lady Gaga's DC character spotted filming the Joker sequel in New York. And while fans might remember this photo, posted by director Todd Phillips on Instagram featuring Joaquin Phoenix's Joker and Lady Gaga as Dr. Harley Quinn, in these new photos that have hit the internet, we see her decked out in a red blazer, black diamond top with subtle clown makeup on. Now, this might be the first look at Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn, but likely not the final form of the villainous vixen we'll see in the DC film. Now, Lady Gaga's depiction of Harley Quinn is quite the departure from what we've seen from the Suicide Squad movies with Margot Robbie portraying Harley, but given a significant tonal shift the Joker movie has taken regarding the Clown Prince of Crime, it's to be expected. Now, looking at this version of Harley Quinn and given the more grounded and dark tone of the first Joker movie, it kind of reminds me of DC Black Label's Harleen, which explores Harley Quinn's past before the makeup and mallet, diving deeper into how her abusive past affected her and how the Joker was able to manipulate her. Now, it's a really interesting take on her origin story, which feels more mature than what we've seen in the Mad Love episode of Batman the Animated Series. It's a really good read which dives deeper into the manipulation tactics the Joker used in order to bring her closer to his maniacal side. It's a gritty tale, and it likely served as some inspiration for Todd Phillips' take on Harley Quinn and Joker 2. And while it hasn't been confirmed officially, based on certain crowd signs seen on set and in these images, it's rumored Harvey Dent might be appearing in the upcoming movie. Now, one of the signs in the photo reads, quote, "Harvey Dent is the clown," suggesting Arthur Fleck might be going up against the district attorney in the court of law. Now, perhaps we'll see an appearance of TwoFace, which will put a different meaning to Joker folie à deux. Now, folie à deux, that term meaning the mental illness shared between two individuals. Now, that could either be between Arthur Fleck and Harley Quinn, or maybe the Joker and Harvey Dent's evil side in TwoFace. And we'll have to wait and see what it all means as filming continues, with a release date slated for October 4th, 2024. All right, from DC to Marvel news, the Disney Plus Daredevil series is apparently already planned out for a second season. Now, according to actor Vincent D'Onofrio, who plays Kingpin, while speaking with Newsweek, he said, quote, "By the second season, there are gigantic payoffs. In the first season too, but I can't say much about that, but the fans are gonna really get what they want." So while there hasn't been any official announcement of a second season, given the actor's comments, it sounds as though there are plans and a draft has already been written up. Now, Marvel Studios is really banking on the success of Daredevil Born Again, feeding into the popularity of the character with his appearance in Spider-Man No Way Home and the She-Hulk Disney Plus series. Now, with a second season likely planned for the upcoming Disney Plus series, looks like we can expect to see plenty more of the Man Without Fear on the small screen. Now let's talk about the runtime of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Now, it's looking like it'll be 2.5 hours long, but rest assured, true believers, not a second is wasted, according to director James Gunn. Now, taking to Twitter to respond to a fan's question on the runtime, Gunn had this to say, quote, "It's around that long, although that's not yet exact, and I promise not a second is wasted. There's no fat. It was necessary to experience the full arc for every major Guardians character, not only for this film, but for the trilogy, or should I say Trilogy Plus." Now, the Trilogy Plus comment, of course, refers to the holiday special we got on Disney Plus last year. Now, with this being the last Guardians movie, it makes sense James Gunn will want to wrap up loose ends and properly bring each character's story full circle and see to them receiving some form of closure, even if we might see some of them show up down the line in one of the Avengers movies. Now, fortunately, we won't have to wait too long to see how it all wraps up, as Guardians 3 is scheduled to premiere May 5th, 2023. Speaking of the Avengers, the Muppets' very own musical band will be assembling and joining forces with a few familiar faces on Disney+. The Muppets Mayhem series will see the Muppets house band on the road to rock stardom, with the likes of Lily Singh serving as an aspiring record producer alongside superfan of the Electric Mayhem, Taj Mahari. Y'all know him as the smart guy. They'll be helping the band whip up their first album. Shout out to Entertainment Weekly with the exclusive first look images. Now you can check out more photos over there on their website. I look forward to the series on Disney Plus sometime in May. And finally, with the upcoming Power Rangers Netflix special, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always, a lot of fans have been speculating why actor Amy Jo Johnson, aka the Pink Ranger, didn't appear in the special. Now, given a tweet she made earlier this year in January, she said, quote, "For the record, I never said no, I just didn't say yes to what was offered." So naturally, it sounds like she might have been lowballed when they were trying to come to an agreement. But the Pink Ranger recently came out and said that it had absolutely nothing to do with money, that maybe she just didn't want to wear spandex at the age of 50 or spend a month in New Zealand. Now that last reason has got to be a lie, because who doesn't want to spend a month in New Zealand? That's called a vacation, man. Anyways, she went on to state that the late Jason David Frank also turned down reprising his role in the Power Rangers special. Now, in recent years before his death, Frank has been trying to distance himself from the Power Rangers franchise and even filmed something that might be perceived as a darker version of the Power Rangers in Legend of the White Dragon. Now, that was the last film Jason David Frank filmed before his untimely death, expected to release later this year in September. Now, you can expect the Power Rangers special April 19th. All right, and that about does it for your entertainment fix for today. I'm Akeem Watson, and thank you so much for watching. Now that you're caught up on today's news, please check out our previous episode. Download the IGN app on all your devices, and for everything else, stick with IGN.